Hey everybody, welcome to Joko Outdoors. I'm Brian.
I'm Ken.
And today we're doing another trail camera review. I'm going to let Ken talk a little bit about this one because he actually went and bought these and everything.
Yeah, these aren't sponsored. This is actually something I bought myself. And I know we've done a lot of trail cameras.
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably one of the things we review the most. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. And I hope you're getting good information from them. That way you can make a good decision on what camera you want to use. Now, before we get started, always give us a thumbs up. Right now, pound it. Thumbs up. And go ahead and ring the notification bell so you can see when we put new videos up.
Hit that share button. Hit the share button. And subscribe to the channel.
Yep. Keep on subscribing. Because we got a giveaway that's going to be happening at 1,000.
Yeah, it's about 150 subscribers away.
We're kind of in this little lull right now. So you guys keep on sharing our videos and keep on subscribing and help promote our channel.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll fill you in on a little bit of what I think we might be giving away. We might be giving away maybe a trail camera, maybe some turkey stuff, turkey hunting stuff, maybe some fishing stuff too, and maybe even because you guys like our barbecue videos so much, we might even do a giveaway on some of the barbecue stuff,
Yeah.
So, just because I know there's the videos we've been saying this on, people are saying, well, what kind of giveaway y'all gonna do? I just don't know. I mean, you gonna give away crap? No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna give quality stuff away and everything. We need your help to get there. So just to give you an idea of some stuff we might be leaning toward, there you go. All right.
Yeah. And the stuff we have given away, I don't think anybody would have complained to what they got.
Matter of fact, we had a lot of great reviews. We talked about that. We had a lot of good feedback on those. So, all right.
But at any rate, you keep on subscribing. Keep on sharing our videos.
Yeah, and tell everybody about it.
So let's get this thing going here. All right, so here it goes. This is the Hawkray mini trail camera, and it's got some nice things. I haven't opened the box yet, but I know when I purchased it, why I purchased it.
So a couple of things about it before we open it up. Trigger time is 0.2 to 0.6 seconds, which is pretty good. You want to be around maybe 0.5, somewhere in that range is really good trigger time. IP65 waterproof, which is really good. It means direct rain, direct water can come right at it. I don't know if you could take a pressure washer to it, but if you have a storm come through, it's going to be waterproof. 6 months standby time, so that's awesome because a lot of trail cameras eat up batteries.
I don't see anybody putting this on trail cameras because I think they're afraid to put a statement like that.
Yeah.
So 6 months, that means that you can put this batteries in here and it will take pictures and video for 6 months.
Yeah.
On the back side here, it says it does both 1080p and 720p, which is pretty standard for trail cameras these days. It's got a 2-inch LCD display, which for a camera this size, I was very happy to see that.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Because I couldn't find another one. It's got a 65 feet trigger, which you know how I am about triggers. If you're going to put it on the box, it better work at 65 feet.
Yeah, for sure.
And the power supply uses just four AA batteries, or a external 6-volt, 1.5 amp power source. And once again, same time on the back. All right, so let's get this guy open because I'm interested to see what this guy looks like. You can see pictures on Amazon all day long, but until you actually take a gander at it. All right, we got the user manual. We got the camera.
And you guys know I'm a camo freak, so
this thing is tiny. And then we got a USB cord.
Oh, look at here! Look at here!
And we've got
okay, so we got a strap, but with me and Ken will probably use that for something else. But look what comes with it. Most companies will not send you this. They send you 4 AA batteries, so you don't even have to buy batteries now.
The only thing I thought they might have had an SD card in here, but that would have been really awesome, right?
That would have been, yeah.
Really pull it out of the box and all right. So you know how I feel about these. So I'm not even going to talk about them. And if you don't know how I feel about these, go back and look at some of our channels. I have a specific video I shot on how to make your own tree mount.
Yeah, and they work really good.
Now, one thing I will say about this, and the last 2 that I've got have been a little bit decent. And I want to share it with you because I gave these a bad review, but they started doing something that I noticed last time on the last one I had. So before, remember, these were little thumb screws, and you could never get it tight enough. Well, now they've been given these little Allen wrench things, so you can really put some torque on this and hold it in place. I mean, it's tough. You can still move it, and then you've got the little screw plate here, which is really big, so you can get your fingers on it nice and sturdy underneath the camera. That's one thing that I use a actual wing nut on the bottom of mine for that very reason, because when you're getting up underneath the camera trying to tighten it up, it gets a little bit sticky. But they still have not solved this. When you put this nut through here and you tighten these up, if the camera has a little bit of wiggle at all, those nuts loosen and the camera goes whoop, then turns upside down. So every one of them have been exactly the same, and that's why I took the initiative to go ahead and make one that is not susceptible to any of those things. Right,
so for the one that Ken made, we'll post a link in the upper right-hand corner
link in there
for
so you can see that.
So you guys can see that video.
All right, so 4 AA batteries, and they're alkalines. We are going to start. We use the lithium-ion batteries in all our cameras, but because they said 6 months standby time, I'm going to run it with these batteries.
Yeah.
So I want to see exactly what this camera can do with its alkaline batteries. All right, the camera, very small in stature, but size does not matter in the case of cameras, because I think there's a lot of wasted space in cameras in the first place. So we got clips on it, just snap clips on the side. There's no buckles or anything. And when you open it up, you got your display here, and here's where your batteries go. Very simple design, very small, compact, and obviously, we don't like these. I'm not a big fan of when your camera flips out and your things here, because you can't. It's hard to get them targeted.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to get it to be at exactly the target you want it to be looking at, and especially the way we mount our trail cameras, we put them way up in the tree and angle them down, and it's hard sometimes to get your trigger piece ready. All right, so let's go ahead and put some batteries in here and see how this thing goes here.
It's also got this little screen protector cover right there too. Yeah. So.
Well.
Oh no! Wait a minute! Look at there! Look at there! Look at there! Look.
No way! It did come with one.
It did come with a card. It's inside the camera. Look at that right there.
I'll be dipped. How about that? All right, so there you go. So now literally,
it's a 32 gigabyte card too. That's
right
good.
Out of the box.
That's awesome.
Right out of the box, we have a ready to go camera. I
don't think you can beat that. How much do you pay for this thing?
They were like $49.
That's huge.
I have never, in all the years I've used trail cameras, I've had them include batteries before, but never an SD card. Now you can get some that, I'm here all glowing about this. I'm gonna peel that thing off because it makes a glare. But I'm all glowing about this because you can buy them off the shelf. I've seen them at Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't know what the companies are off the top of my head, but they'll include 8 AA batteries and an SD card. But I've used those cameras and they are garbage. All right, so the switch on this one is on the very bottom. It's right here. So I've got it middle, just like all the rest of them. Got a switch to test, which brings up your display.
Oh, that's cool. It's a good looking display too.
It is. It's got a very good display.
Bad, yeah.
So I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the. A lot of glare in here. I'm going to have to get some better lighting. But up at the top here, you've got a up and down arrow, and you've got a shot arrow. On the other side is where your menu is. So normally they're reversed. Or actually some of the ones that we've used had just this. It was all they got.
Yeah. So
hit menu, and then you can go through the modes. Here's your up and down button. So I really like that. Going through the modes. So it's got a mode. You'll hit OK, and this can do both video and photo, or just individuals, which I like.
That's a selling point for me.
That is a big selling point for me as well. I'm going to go ahead and put it on photo video. The PIR interval. This is at 15 seconds. So if you don't know what PIR interval is, that's how long it takes.
Elijah, why didn't you mess with him to start with?
Let's shut the door. Okay, so if you don't know what a PIR interval is, this is how long between the shots it waits. So you don't just get a trigger time, trigger time, trigger time, trigger time. That'll burn your batteries out. So I usually do, I've been getting in pretty habit of doing this, to set this at 30 seconds. Just because whatever's there is going to usually stay there for at least that long. And you don't get same pictures of the same deer over and over and over again. That's just my experience. You can choose to set it at any lower. I think the lowest it'll go, let me see.
Should be about 5.
Yeah, 5 seconds. So 5 second interval goes all the way up to a minute. So that's the full range. So I'll go right in the middle.
No, it'll go 60 minutes.
Yeah. They say 60 minutes?
Yeah, go back down.
Good gravy. Well, I guess that's good if you're...
Look.
Oh, good Lord.
60 minutes.
So it'll interval an hour. A lot of things can happen in an hour.
You ain't even lying.
All right. Your level. So this, you get to choose your level. So PIR level is got low, medium, and high. So where would I want to change this? So if you've got limbs and weeds and stuff in front of your camera, you don't want it at high because you'll be taking pictures of limbs and weeds.
Right.
So you can either do one of two things. You can cut down the limbs and weeds and leave it on high, or low, set it at a lower rate, a lower PIR, so it won't trigger except for when things actually walk by. The downside to lowering it is it lowers the range with the camera will pick up. That's just my experience on that. All right, so we'll go ahead and put OK on that. We got capture.
Is that capture number?
Capture number. All right, so this is your interval for how many pictures it takes when it takes. So you can take 1, 2, or 3. Now, I had a camera a while back, and I did 3 on it, and it chewed up the batteries like crazy. What it does is it shoots 3 shots of succession, bang, 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 and then it records a video. Well, I found that one picture was sufficient for that application, so I just leave it at 1. Next one, video length. This is another big chewer up. Yep. So me and Brian pretty much got, we agreed that we're going to do 10 seconds on these. One of the main reasons is when we put these up onto our YouTube page when we're reviewing things, we don't want it to be a ginormous length of video of a deer walking by. So 10 seconds is about pretty standard. That's what it comes as defaulted at. Next one down is your size. All right, so this is where you'll choose your 1080p yep. or your 720. Or see, this does 640. This does 640 as well, or 480. This does 480, 720, and 1080p. So it comes defaulted at 720. I'm gonna put it up to the 1080p because I have a 32 gig card. If you don't use a 32 gig card, you have a 16. Don't shoot that much because you'll only get half your pictures.
Yeah.
Especially if you leave this out like we do for months and months and months on end. All right, you can choose your language, and I can see it's already in English. Clock set. So let's go ahead and set our clock here. We are in 2022. We are in February. And we are at the end of February. And it is, what time you got? Watch is dead.
6:27 p.m.
All right, 6, so that'd be 18. 27 for you military time guys playing at home. There we go. All right, so that's that. And timestamp. All right, so let's see what I think.
Time and date.
Time and date, just a date, or turn it off completely. I'll leave them on there so we can see when that happens. So we'll leave that there. And then you got photo size. All right, so this is going to be your megapixels for your photo. All right, so it looks like it goes all the way up to 20 megapixels. It defaults at 12. So I'm going to leave it right there because I've been getting into this thing about not worrying so much about the megapixels on the camera. Because if the quality of camera is booty, it don't matter how many megapixels you got. So we want to test this at a 12. That way we can leave this out. Now the other thing about 20 is going to take up a lot of memory.
Right.
So if you want to maximize your space and not have to go and check your trail camera all the time, that's the one you want to go with, is about a mid-range 12. So it goes all the way down to, looks like 5. Yep, it goes to 5 up to 20. So we're going to leave it in the middle at 12. Software. So this is your software thing. It tells you what software is in here, and this says it's a beta 04A, which is kind of odd. That's usually it's kind of a beta. And then audio recording, on or off. So do you want audio to be there? Now, this is a dealer's choice on this one. I turn it on sometimes. I turn it off sometimes.
Yep.
Now, if you're utilizing it as a security camera, I highly recommend you use sound. Use audio. That way you can hear what's being going on, and in case you got to turn it over to the police or something, you can hear what they're saying.
Right.
But deer don't make any sounds. Turkeys make sounds, but only during certain times, and I've never even heard them at the feeder. So really doesn't do any good in the woods. Unless I have heard a deer crashing through the woods before when another deer was on the camera, but that's about the only time it was really useful, and it wasn't even really that useful at that point. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because it's another one of those battery consumers. All right, time lapse. So you can do time lapse with this. If you put it on, and I'm going to look into the intervals here and see what it says, but I'm not a big fan of time lapse. So what time lapse does is it shoots it over a period of time. So you put the dates, there are times between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. for instance, and it does it at an interval and shoots these at intervals throughout the entire day. Shoots a video and photo. So really a giant battery consumer.
That will chew your batteries
It will definitely
up.
do it. It will definitely do it. And then we got a timer setting. All right, so timer setting. So that would be for if I was going to shoot these on a timer. It goes along with the time lapse. Camera name. All right, so I like to do that if we've got multiple cameras that are the same, and I will have these. So I'll probably call this one Tiny 1 and the other one Tiny 2. You know, just because they are small. I mean, this is smaller than my Browning is. It's way small. Got a security code. Got format to format your card, which I'm going to go ahead and do that right now.
Yeah, make sure you format your
Always.
SD cards
Every
always.
single time you put a new SD card in there. I don't care if you format it on your computer or not. Format it to this camera, and it will work.
Matter of fact, I've actually found that formatting it on my computer and then formatting it to the camera, it seems like it works a little better.
Yep. So clean it and then let the camera sync its information to it. And then you got default settings to default it right back to where it was at. And that's it. So that's the settings on there. So when you get done, you just hit the menu button again. And then over here, it's got a play button. So this is, instead of having normally they have a little file thing that you pull it up, or a little M button. It's what we have on our Victors. This just says play, and you can play through the videos and the pictures that it's taken. So that's pretty much it. I'm curious to see what this little shot is. So I'm going to have to go and look into the manual and see what that means. So I'm wondering if that's how you aim it.
Could possibly be. Yep, it is. See, watch. See the red pop up.
Flip it over and see what happens. Yep, there you go. So that's how you target your camera so you can get it in the right spot. So play. That's pretty good. They don't even do that on the real expensive cameras that have this particular type of connection where you flip the screen over there and your camera's on the other side.
So that or it records. I'm curious to see how well these do out in the field.
Shot, right?
Yeah.
Press shot to take a picture manually or to take a video manually.
So that's what it does. So we're going to take a picture of you guys. Four seconds.
Yep. So I'm not sure how useful that is. I'm guessing if you're changing the card on your camera and a deer happens to run by behind you.
Now you do have a cover right here over the lens. Yep. So go ahead and make sure you peel that off. And you got one over the sensor right there.
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, so I'm going to turn this to the off position because I'm not ready to deploy it yet, and it says bye-bye on there. That's pretty good. Now, this is not a blackout type camera. It does have black LEDs in there, but it's not the blackout style, where this piece where you can't even see the LEDs. We did see a red light pop up on here, so that may be something that could alert deer. Sometimes they get triggered to that red light flashing, so that's something we're going to have to see. But that's the unboxing of this camera. So now all's left to do is to get into the field. Now, I forgot to mention that it does have a cable lock on there, so you can put a cable around this to secure it to the tree. But this thing is so tiny, you could probably stash this in a bush and nobody would even see it. I mean, it's teeny tiny. But that's the Hawkray mini trail camera. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed that video, and we're not done. We're going to do a field trial on this.
Yeah.
And I think we'll do a different video on this, so it's not too long. But at any rate, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you did, give us a thumbs up and share the video once again, and subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. If you jumped in the middle of the thing and and share it, please share, because with sharing, we can spread this news around.
Y'all remember what they said when we were younger? Sharing is caring. So we care about you guys.
Yep.
Please care about us enough to share.
Share the love.
so but yeah, we really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to see how well this little trail camera is going to do. It's getting close to turkey season, you guys. Hopefully we will have some turkey videos coming up for you soon. Yep. We are going to do some videos and kind of go over the equipment that we're going to be using. Ken's a lot more familiar with turkey hunting than what I am. This is my first year ever going, so I'm learning from the master right here, okay? But we've got a ton of turkeys on our property.
We do.
So we're going to...
it should be like shooting fish in a barrel, I'm figuring, but, you know.
So we're going to go over some of the equipment that we're going to use during that time, and I think this is going to be part of the equipment that we're going to use to put up and see, just to get videos of the turkey and stuff.
Where the turkeys are moving.
And hopefully we can get another video shot for you guys of how the pictures and the video quality of this turned out. So, first and foremost, we thank God for allowing us to do this. Without Him, we would not be able to do this. You guys remember what Scripture says, that apart from Jesus, we can do nothing. So we got to give Him credit most and foremost. We thank you guys for supporting us enough to watch and share the videos and leave your comments and just like them all and everything. Yeah. We appreciate that.
Keep on commenting.
Yeah.
So I like responding to comments.
Yeah, absolutely. We check them. I mean, I check mine on a daily basis, and I know Ken does too. And we try to respond just as fast as we can. So we thank you guys for that kind of support. We love you guys, and y'all remember, this is God's country.
Y'all take care. We love you. We'll see you on the next one.